Welcome to another great episode brought to you by Game Glitches. Today we will talk about the new patch 12.20 that came out with brand new classes. As you can see here, these are the new classes that they have released. Each class is very unique from the other one. They all have their own perks that become better as the class levels. Great thing about this system is that you can play multiple classes at the same time, meaning if you played a ranger at one point and then decided to play an outlaw and then want to go back to the ranger, for example, your ranger will sustain its current level, gear, or whatever else that you have left on the ranger before you switched over to the outlaw. You can switch between classes when you die or when you, just change servers or log on to the server for the first time. Now, let's take a look into the class. Each class, as you can see, is created with a unique headgear, so you can easily identify the class. Outlaws have their own kind of a headgear, so you can see it right here. And hunters and nomads. Unfortunately, in this video, I can't show you the survivalists because they're still being developed. They're coming soon. So, these changes are gonna happen soon and I'll be able to show you guys the new class also. Well, also another amazing change that they have entered, let's say you start at level 1 with any of the class and you decide to kill a person. Your class, everybody starts with 0 points. And if you decide to kill a person, you can drop below 0. What's the amazing thing is that your character automatically will change skins into a bloodied character, and he will lose any kind of headgear that they have, to basically indicate that they have murdered somebody, as well as the skin does not leave them until they return their state back to above 0 or continue degrading down to below the negative points into other classes that require negative points, such as outlaws and hunters. Now let's take a look at the first class, Ranger. Rangers have perks that give them more strength and more medical abilities than any other class. They have stronger armor compared to any class, so essentially they take less damage when they're being shot at. At level 2, Rangers is where they become very fun to play. Level 2 armor ignores all body hits values below a certain points. That means that small pistol rounds will do almost no damage to the player at all, or will do very insignificant damage. The level 2 rangers will also start spawning with medical supplies, such as additional painkillers or any other medical supplies that they will have. Level 3 level 3 ranger will spawn with medical backpack that will allow the treatment of any bleedings or pains or broken bones. So if you fall, you get shot, you basically get injured in any way, you could basically treat yourself. Unfortunately, this does not also include surgical kits. Surgical kits will not spawn on a level 3 ranger, unfortunately. Rangers can also work with other rangers, can work with nomads and survivalists, and therefore will also allow them to increase further points in that way. Rangers will gain points if they will kill outlaws or other hunters, as well as they can destroy any outlaw hunter owned camp or vehicle. Vehicles can be identified by who was sitting in the vehicle last at the front of the vehicle, so you can know who was in that vehicle before you. Next, we will take a look at the outlaws. Outlaws are basically the looters and thieves. The outlaws are the anarchy of the post-apocalyptic world. Destruction is their business. Their loyalty is only with their own. The outlaws basically have free reign to kill anybody but the other outlaws that they tend to team up with. Now, as for more information into outlaws, at level 1, as an outlaw, you will not have much besides the skin. Unfortunately, that's all you will be as an outlaw. Level 1, you will have skin. At level 2, you will gain unique backpack and the ability to construct and build IEDs, which stand for improvised explosive devices that can be used on vehicles or other players. So you could either blow up vehicles, put them on the road, blow up vehicles that go over the road, or basically set trap for other players. This is going to be basically unique to the class itself. So if you kill an outlaw, you will not be able to loot their explosives. But I'm pretty sure if you have a friend that there will be ways to trade these explosives with each other. Now let's take a look into the next class. The next class that we will take a look at is Hunters. As you can see, these are the Hunter progression headgear between level 1, 2, and 3. This class, in my opinion, is the biggest troll class. Why do I say that? They can kill anyone and anything they want, and they will get points for it. They start with increased movement speed, and one of the only 2 classes that starts with a weapon. They also have a throwable item such as infected needle that you can see right over here, which is unknown what it does, but I can assume that if they do hit you with one of this, eventually your character will die if they will not find any antivirals or antibiotics. They can also destroy any other player's stuff, and also can gut players who are either unconscious or basically sitting for whatever reason they choose to. And they're the only class that will lose points if they help any other class. So they're basically free reign targets for anybody, because anybody is a free reign target for them. Now let's take a look into the next class. The next class on our list is Nomads. Nomads are basically the survivalists. Well, not the survivors, not the survivalists, but the survivors of the of the map, so to speak. As it says in the description, determined survivors of the wasteland, nomads are skilled outdoors and were well equipped for the coming apocalypse. Well, basically, the survivalists have the largest starting backpack out of all classes. Well, here's the nomads information. They can heal faster than anyone while sitting. So if you sit down, as you can see in this picture, you will heal quicker than any other class. At level 1, when you sit and rest, you heal right away, and the delay, the starting delay process that exists between when you sit down and start healing vanishes. Also, at level 2, the nomads, the delay also does not exist between when you sit down and start healing, and they heal 50% faster than they did at level 1. At level 3, they heal twice as fast as they did at level 2, and they also start healing right away like they did at level 1 and 2, and also have gained the ability to heal from sickness and basically pain. Recover from pain and sickness after 5 to 10 minutes if they will continue either sitting down or moving. It's not exactly clear right now to anybody if you're sitting down or if you can move, and you will recover. Like nomads, they also start with a melee weapon, so they could defend themselves right away. Like nomads, nomads also gain points for killing and gutting animals. So you can completely avoid killing zombies and gut and kill animals, and basically level through that process and supply food to the other friendly people who you will get points for. Now, let's take a look at the last class, pre-last class, which is the Survivalist. There is not much known information on the Survivalist, but what we do know about the Survivalist is that they avoid all contact with people. They tend to stay in the woods. This way, they're less likely to be spotted, killed, and there are basically almost no zombies who roam in the woods, allowing them to stay alive longer. With every level, when the survivalist levels, in the camouflage in form of ghillie will make the survivalist harder to detect. Also, the ghillie, from my understanding as I have read, affects how well the zombies will detect the player, allowing them to basically sneak past the zombies into the enemy territory and obtain food, weapons, or whatever else they need to obtain. They also get custom equipment such as vests and pouches, allowing them to basically carry more, and well, they have more places to put their stuff on them so they could stay in the woods longer. This is also classes very unique, that it's going to be the only class that will start with a tranquilizer weapon, meaning they don't have to even kill the enemy to engage it. They just basically tranquilize the enemy, take their stuff, to check their backpack, and move on their way, and basically hide back into the forest and disappear. This way, avoiding all maximum conflict as they can. And the least, but not, well, the least class that we have here is the non-class. Basically, you will start with nothing. You will start with no abilities or the drawbacks of any of the classes. You will not gain or lose points for killing or doing anything. And basically, this will allow you to check out the game, to check out the map and the environment without any concern for your own safety or your loss of any of your gear or anything whatsoever. You will also have harder you will also be much weaker, compared to the other classes, especially rangers who have body armors. You will have no unique headbands or any kind of thing. So basically, anybody who will pick none is the person who's checking out the map, or in generally the patch. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's information on the patch 1220, on the hunters, on the rangers, outlaws, hunters, nomads, and the survivalists, and the non-class that just came out in patch 1220. I want to congratulate the development team on the amazing job done. I mean, seriously, they have implemented and done more than any other basically game that I've seen out there, such as a survival game such as this, and especially DayZ. So guys, keep up the amazing work, and I'm really looking forward to making the next video where I will demonstrate each of these classes individually, how they look, so you guys could see the models in the game and what they have. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode brought to you by Game Glitches, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys, and see you in the next episode.